Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Ciara Speller. We'll have your top 4 at 4 in just a moment. But first, let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis for a look at commuter traffic and weather. Brian, another nice day out there here in Western Massachusetts.
Did you get outside?
I got outside for not as long as I'd like to. Adulting things before work, you know, but the time that I was out there with the dog, it was lovely.
I love it. That's the advantage of having a dog.
You have to get out there.
It requires you to move.
Or you have a little fuzzy face staring at you until you decide to move. So
yeah, sort of like paw at your face, like, hey.
Yep.
Hey.
He's like, Mom, let's do it.
Anyway.
At the door.
Let's take a look at traffic, shall we? And right now, traffic is pretty good. Got a little bit of a slowdown at the end of 291 as it merges with 91. Otherwise, no major problems to report. Now we go to temperatures up and down the valley. Once again, 70s for the most part up and down the valley. 75 Northampton, 76 Westfield, 81 in Greenfield, 77 in Springfield. We're a little cooler in the Berkshires, but all things considered, another nice day. Clouds and radar here at 3:43, and you can see here that we've got some sunshine. Dry weather continues not only over western Massachusetts, but to our west into the Hudson Valley and beyond. Tomorrow, we may run into a couple of showers. We'll show you with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
A man shot by police after he allegedly opened fire on them first is being held without the right to bail. Dante Davidson was in Springfield District Court Monday for an arraignment. The Hampden County DA's office says state troopers were conducting an investigation on Massachusetts Avenue when Davidson fired shots at them. One of the shots hit a police cruiser. Troopers returned fire, and Davidson suffered a non-life-threatening wound. A second suspect was taken into custody, and investigators are still looking for a third person believed to be involved. Davidson pleaded not guilty. He's due back in court on June 25th. A Virginia man was arrested Monday at Springfield Union Station for allegedly transporting firearms across state lines. Police say a bus arrived at around 11:15 Monday from North Carolina. When K-9s located a backpack stowed under the bus containing 3 firearms. When passengers claimed their luggage and the backpack was left behind, the suspect was taken into custody. Officials identified him as 32-year-old Anais Davidson. Police say Davidson has 3 outstanding warrants and a previous felony conviction in California. Across state lines in Connecticut, health officials have confirmed the state's first measles case of 2026. The case comes from an unvaccinated adult from Hartford County who tested positive over the weekend, now recovering at the hospital. They had recently traveled outside the country, starting to show symptoms after returning home. Some health officials are raising concerns about the potential spread.
What I worry about is, where does this individual live? Do they live with unvaccinated family members, for example, where we would suspect there's going to be additional spread and transmission? So I think that's something that we'll have to keep an eye on as this goes forward.
In the last 5 years, there have only been 2 confirmed measles cases in Connecticut, both of which were from unvaccinated people. And in Rhode Island, food and beverage staff at TF Green International Airport have voted to authorize a strike, bringing workers that much closer to walking off the job. The union says crews have been on the job without a contract for almost a year, asking for better wages that meet the rising cost of living. Now workers are threatening to go on strike by next Monday if an agreement is not reached. This as travel across New England continues to climb with the World Cup well underway. And let's have another check of the forecast with Brian Lapis. What do you got for us?
So what do you think? Today better or yesterday better?
Today, this morning was a little bit cooler,
yeah.
I feel like, but then when the sunshine came out, felt like it was a little bit nicer than yesterday.
I kind of agree with you. All right. Anyway, it's a meaningless poll. We might do that again at 5 o'clock too. Why not? Anyway, clouds and radar. You can see here that we are in the clear. A little bit of a breeze, too. I probably should have put up a wind graphic, but we do have a northwest breeze that's continuing to push the dry air in here. 5 o'clock this afternoon, scattered clouds to mostly clear skies. 7 o'clock, clear sky. Evening temperatures, I expect, will quickly drop into the 60s tonight, and then overnight lows will be back down into the low 50s. So early tomorrow morning, a few clouds. Little push of wind out of the south, so Humidity will still be relatively low, but there will be a little increase in humidity. It may not even be detectable, but there will be enough humidity around, I expect, to set off some scattered showers after 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So watch out. Slight chance for a thunderstorm, but regardless, if you got outdoor plans, I wouldn't cancel them. I would keep an eye on the radar for a scattered shower or two, especially mid-afternoon. More rain on the way for Thursday. We'll update those chances on 22 News at 5.
Trending today, Elm Electrical held a signing day ceremony this morning for co-ops joining the workforce full-time. 5 co-ops came together with their families and company leadership to sign on full-time at the Westfield business. The group heard remarks from Westfield Mayor Mike McCabe as well as school officials. Elm Electrical's training director says seeing parents' proud reactions means the world.
The biggest part for me is seeing the parents and the pride in their faces, seeing these young people, move on to their future and being a part of that. We're giving the parents a chance to participate, be here, and be a part of this great event.
Not only does the celebration mark the start of a new journey for these young men, it highlights the next generation of the workforce. Rocky's Ace Hardware has raised nearly $225,000 for local animal shelters since their start of their annual Roundup for Pets fundraiser. The most recent fundraiser gave over $45,000, providing food, medical care, shelter, and adoption services for rescued and surrendered pets. Organizations receiving the funds are across the East Coast, including Dakin Humane Society. Rocky's Ace Hardware are pet-friendly stores that also carry pet supplies for local pet owners, as well as hardware and tool necessities. The 6 Hampden County Chambers of Commerce raised over $6,500 and donated over 1,800 pounds of food in their 3rd annual Fill the Food Bank event. It took place earlier this year on March 31st at the food bank's headquarters in Chicopee. The event raised enough funds and food to provide more than 1,500 meals for individuals and families throughout Western Massachusetts. The Chambers thank the generous donations from attendees, sponsors, and community partners. And now here's what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. The skeletal remains of 3 people were found in a Connecticut home. Coming up at 5, the latest on the investigation. And June is PTSD Awareness Month. Tonight we'll hear from local mental health professionals on what to look for and how help is available. Plus, a historic flag in Springfield celebrating America's 250th anniversary. Still to come, that flag's extraordinary journey across all 50 states.
Nothing unusual for this time of day in terms of traffic. There's a little bit of a slowdown at the end of 291 where it merges with 91, but otherwise the Pike looks good. And I-91 north of Chicopee in Springfield also running normally. Details on some scattered showers tomorrow and Thursday on 22 News starting at 5.
All right, Brian, thank you. And we thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4. You can join us on TV starting at 5. Get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News Plus app.